So for another quick rank 5 video, we're hopping on the beta server to just take a bunch of defenders with my rank 5 Penny Parker that I took up on the live server as well. And in this video we're going to be fighting 10 defenders, 2 from each class outside of Cosmic of course, and gonna show how many different matchups Penny Parker is very good for. And part of why she does that, it's just really simple. Her damage is just super good and gets around a lot of crap. Like, in Yelena's case, we can't even get around her damage cap that she has. We just hit so hard that doesn't matter, because we're going to go ahead and we have one set of our Spider Sense charges, and I'm going to go ahead and build up my second set here, which is going to push me around 20, and then I'm going to drop the special 2 with around 21. And after that, we just do all of our damage, and she is going to give us only 60% of our starting attack rating, but it's not going to matter because with 21 of those charges, you're still just going to wipe her out. And all of that instant burst, we just do all that, then we place the incinerates, which still suffer that attack rating cap, and it doesn't matter. Yelena just goes down in a minute. So yeah, one of my favorite Yelena counters who does nothing to counter Yelena other than just hit really hard. Next up, we're going to go fight Nick Fury, and she has this really funny interaction with Nick Fury. And because we're not fighting someone as tanky as Yelena is, we can use only one special 1 into a special 2, if that's what we want. And for this case, I'm just going to go ahead and do my first special 1, and we're going to go for an intercept right here, and then try to push him to his next, next charges, so he gets rid of the unblockable and stuff. He does hit me a couple times, but it's fine other than that. And then we're going to go back in, and what's going to happen is when we push him to his second life, Penny's heal block is going to come in, because she has a heal block that triggers in 2 ways. 1, whenever they reach a bar of power, and 2, whenever they recover 5% or more of their max health in like a second. And that's going to trigger right there when Nick Fury does his life model decoy, and then you do instant incinerate damage based off of the amount of healing that they were going to try to get. And in that case, we just completely make it to where Nick Fury doesn't have a second life, because we just turn it completely off. So that's a really funny interaction, and it's definitely one of my favorites. Now we're going to go fight Mr. Sinister with Penny, and we're going to, of course, utilize the heal block when he crosses a bar of power, in this case, whenever we crit and stuff. But other than that, we're just going to go for a special 1 into a special 2, and because Penny's damage is very high and we have class advantage in this fight, that's all we're going to need to do to kill Sinister. He's going to place that concussion on me. It's not going to stop me from gaining any of my spider charges or anything, so all I need to do is just drop the special 2 when I don't have a concussion on me, and then of course we'll have all of our abilities and stuff working. I always want to chain my special 2 from the Sentinel Relic, because it's going to place an Incinerate vulnerability on the opponent, and that's a massive damage increase. Always run the Sentinel Relic if you can afford to do so with Penny, because it gives you a massive damage increase. And yeah, there's a lot of runes there, not only just from the Incinerate vulnerability in itself from the Relic, but there's a bunch of runes that increase your Incinerate damage, and every source of red in Penny's kit, except for the power burn, is going to be incinerate damage. So the burst on the special 2, the incinerates afterwards, and then the damage from the heal block preventing healing and stuff, that's all incinerate, so that's all going to get boosted by that. And it also gives you additional attack rating against mutants or energy vulnerability, depending on which one you want, or reducing the opponent's energy resistance. I go for the attack rating versus mutants personally, but you could go for either one. So here I'm going to go fight Jean Grey, and Penny is a tech character who is going to land crits, which means she is going to have to deal with Jean Grey placing inequity, and that's obviously very annoying. I only have 15 charges here when I go for my first special 2. I think I either didn't manage the power drain mechanic right, or got auto block. I wasn't looking at the screen when we got less than normal, but I'm going to go ahead and drop my special 2 there. And then with 17 of them, we're still going to place enough incinerates to kill her. And again, we only went for 2 special 1s because Jean is very tanky when she's placing the inequity mastery on me at all times. And also the fact that she just has her force field and stuff. She's just very tanky in general, as you know. But now we're going to move on to the tech class, which has some pretty cool ones, starting with Arnim Zola. Penny is very, very good against Arnim Zola. She can get the heavy counter perfectly fine. The only time it's ever not going to work is if Zola decided to charge a heavy attack after his 3rd light attack, or 2nd light attack, I think. No, the second light's fine. It's the third one that you can't do. Because he's going to be closer to you when he goes for that charge. It's really weird how spacing works sometimes with Zola, but the spacing is going to be different depending on what attack he did before he went for a heavy charge, and it's the third light that's the only bad one. Otherwise, you can get a heavy counter very, very easily. And then, of course, Penny's damage, all being in red, is just going to go ahead and bypass all his armor rating, the cowardice and stuff he's going to place on you, all that kind of thing. And all we need to do is just go for a special 1 into a special 2. He's going to get his energized and stuff, which is going to allow him to cross bars of power more often than normal, which is good because that's how Penny ramps her charges anyway. And then we're just going to go for the special 2 there. Going to hold block a little bit just to let the incinerates do their thing before he places the disintegration on me. And we don't care about block damage because we have that sync shield, and Zola goes down, no problems. So here we're going to go fight Solvark. And why would you use an energy damage champion against Solvark? You don't usually, except in Penny's case when you can use the heal block and just make it to where he's not going to be able to heal back any of that energy damage you do to him, so it works out. Now, there might be a bug going on here. I'm not entirely sure if it's a bug or not, but Solvark would place a kinetic discharge passive on me when he's at 100 charges that should be reflecting energy damage, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to be reflecting incinerates or if it's only supposed to be reflecting hit damage, because Penny doesn't do any energy and hit damage. It's all in red, so either it's intended to not reflect energy damage in red, which again I'm not sure about, or it's bugged and it's not doing that. So this could be a matchup that doesn't actually work, because I don't know if this thing on Solvark is bugged or not. Quite frankly, I don't want to find out. I kind of just like enjoying doing this matchup where it works. But yeah, that might be the case, so do look out in patch notes if you're planning on relying on doing this matchup, because who knows, this could get fixed. I don't really know. All I know is that currently it works very, very well, because Solvark just gets completely deleted by dropping a Penny special 2 when you have the heal block active, because he's not going to be able to do any healing, and we just go ahead and wipe out his health with 2 special 2s, or 2 special 1s. So there's the Solvark, very, very quick and easy. And now we're going to go fight Nico. So, Penny is poison immune. She's also incinerate immune. That's not really relevant for this fight, but good to know. And against Nico, we just do a lot of damage, and we can kill her, because Penny's very good at doing a bunch of damage and killing people. And yeah, because we're poison immune, I don't need to worry about anything Nico is going to do. I want to still anti-bait her special 1, because I don't want her to just be slowing down the fight with me having to deal with the miss afterwards. So I'm just going to go ahead and bait her special 2, and then we can go ahead and dex it, no problem. She's going to get a bunch of extra power from it, who cares? I want to push her to special 2s anyway, so it's not that bad that she's getting to more power after the special 2. We also run Collar Tech with Penny, which is a bad mastery for her objectively, because you don't want to be reducing their combat power rates, but it's still good for all tech champs pretty much other than that. And then it still isn't bad, because you're getting a little bit less damage by letting them cross bars of power less often, but it's always pretty nice to reduce the defender's combat power rate by a bit. So that's pretty helpful. Here we're going to go fight Sasquatch, and I just wanted to see her against the biggest BG's health pool, and this is a rank 5 A1 Sasquatch. This isn't an A2. I doubt many people have a rank 2 or an A2 or even a rank 5 Sasquatch in general, but I said this in the Spider-Punk video, I am a bit surprised he's not a bit more ranked, because a lot of where the game is going right now is still going to have a hard time dealing with him. And yeah, in this case, we're going to go ahead and do our 2 special 2 ramp, because he's getting all that protection, and of course he just has a massive health pool in general. And then we're going to do that, and then wait for Wrath to trigger, and then drop the special 2 and just nuke him in Wrath. And turns out it's a pretty effective strategy. Now, it is a little bit RNG dependent, because if Sassy decides to just have a forever Wrath, where it just takes forever to trigger, then that's a bit annoying. So I did intentionally slow down my ramp a little bit, just to hopefully have it trigger at a good time. Here he's at 9, still hasn't triggered it yet, but I go for my special 2 there, do the burst damage, and then the incinerates are going to trigger when the actual Wrath happens, when he has no more protection, and we just let the incinerates finish him off, and boom, Sasquatch goes down. And that was that guy in only a minute. So here we're going to go fight High Evolutionary. Got a rank 5 A1 High Evo. Does Penny counter High Evo in any way? No. Does she do enough damage to just nuke him anyway? Yes. That's exactly what's going to happen. I don't remember if I do 1 special 1 or 2 special 1s. I'm assuming I did 2, because this guy's going to place Inequity on me the entire fight, which, like the Gene, that's going to reduce my attack rating by a lot, so we do kind of want to have additional charges at that point. But Penny's special 1 is 7 hits, and her special 2 is 11 hits. So those are going to be very good at dealing with High Evo's combo detonation, which is one of the threats that he has for sure. Him being a big tanky bastard is another one, with the Inequity Mastery, and with his special 1 just being like 5 seconds long, and you need to bait that constantly because you just do not want to deal with his special 2. It makes him take a long time to kill. In Penny's case, not really, because we're still going to do this fight in a very reasonable time. You can also still power burn him, which I kind of forgot that you could. I just assumed he'd be immune to all ability power rate kind of things, but he's only immune to the combat power rate reduction, so only collar tech isn't working here. So just go for the special 2. We do a ridiculous amount of damage into the burst. He drops a special 2 into my block. Who cares? He's dead. And the sync shield took out that block damage that I took right before that. And then the last fight is going to be against Sandman here. So even with the armor and resistances that Sandman is going to get, not armor, but resistances, he's going to get a lot of resistance up in this fight, and it's going to be okay, because Penny is just going to hit hard enough to just go right through it. And if you can't kill Sandman fast, he is going to ruin your life, and Penny can kill things fast, and that's what makes her very good for this. So again, even with all the resistance he's going to get, he's going to have like so much of it, we're just going to be able to go ahead and do all the damage we want anyway, and it's going to be okay. And that being said, that's going to be the video, guys. I'm going to let the Sandman fight play out, but that is these 10 defenders, 2 from each different class, show off some versatility that Penny has. I'd like for her to, be able to take a bit harder science defenders, but all the other defenders we took, maybe aside from like the mutant ones, but like I don't need Penny to be a very good mutant counter. When I have a bunch of other tech champions, I'd take the versatility of her being good against other classes as well, more so. And she also can defend very, very well as well, as long as the opponent doesn't get a Cosmic that can nuke her, which granted happens a decent bit, but she's a very good two-way champ, because if they don't, she's a nightmare on defense and a very good draft. So that's the Penny video, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching. She'll get an ultimate showcase eventually, I'm sure, and I'll see you in the next one.